Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new here, you're very much welcome. My name is Priscilla and I do lifestyle videos, and today's video is a little bit about love. We are gonna talk about men and how to drive them crazy, how to make them get addicted to you, how to make them wanna be around you, how to make them not to forget you that easily. So welcome to the video and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so there's something I want to say. I am not a relationship advisor, neither is my relationship perfect. So let us just clear that air first before some come throwing stones on me. Yes, as I said, my relationship is not that perfect, but I am happy, and I think that is the most important thing. So I have 5 points that I want to share with you. If you follow me on Facebook, I already actually wrote the points down, and now we are going to get into those points. Before even we get to these points, let us just say you cannot make a man stay that doesn't even have the interest to be there. I don't know if you can follow me. So the points that I'm going to share, you can only apply them if the guy is already showing interest. There are no points to use when you want to attract someone's interest. That person has to be attracted to you already, but now you are going to apply some techniques to make him stay. I hope you can follow me. So let us get to our first point. And the first point is, we know our bodies, guys. We know ourselves better than anybody else knows you. So as a woman, I just think it's very important for you to dress well. Don't get me wrong. Don't start saying, I wish I had money to dress. It has got nothing to do with money, because somewhere in your wardrobe you have that nice outfit. So it has nothing to do with money. So I'm saying, you know your body better, and when you go for shopping or when you're dressing, at least get to know your body and dress in a way that it fits your body. Entice your man. Why am I saying so? Dress for your body. Just make sure that what you wear attracts him. But I didn't say, listen, and listen carefully, I didn't say walk around naked, you know. Don't mistake the two. Don't be that S word. Don't be like that. Be decent, but to attract. Dress to attract. Be clean. I think for me, then actually before you even dress, just be a clean woman. Be clean. By being clean, I mean be clean from up to toe, not just some particular parts. Be clean from up to toe. And then once you're clean, don't forget the smell that comes out of your mouth. That smell might keep him stay or keep him away, far, far away from you. Mouth smell. And another thing is, how do you smell? How does your body smell? Apply that perfume that you know he truly likes. If you put on a perfume and he doesn't comment about it, sweetheart, don't put on it next time. Don't, because it means you didn't get him. Or if you put a perfume and he's like, you smell good, that reminds me of somebody. Please, darling, don't do it again. Throw that perfume very far away and get another one. And if you don't have a perfume, guys, today there are so many body creams that have a scent. Then apply a body cream. Make sure you're clean. Make sure that that smell you got when he's somewhere else, it doesn't leave his nose. Just be clean. Yes, guys, thank me later, cause smell is super powerful. Just make sure you smell incredible, not just on a day. Smell incredible every time. Guys, women love to be treated like queens. They love to be treated like small princesses. And let me tell you something. Why do you want him to treat you like a princess if you don't treat him like a prince? Why do you want him to treat you like a queen if you're even not acting like a queen and you're not treating him like a king? How will he learn how to act like a king if you're not showing him how to act like one? That is our responsibilities, ladies. That is our responsibilities. Whether we like it or not, it's our responsibilities. It's your responsibility to make sure that the man treats you like a queen. And how do you do that? Start by treating him like a king, because I believe charity begins at home. So if you don't treat him well, sweetheart, don't expect him to treat you well. That's just it. You know, men love to be on the top, to feel incredible, to be encouraged. You know, that is our duty. That is how you make him feel like a king. I didn't mean, when I say treat him like a king, I don't mean wash his clothes. I don't mean clean for him. I don't mean cook for him. That is old school. That is old school. You can do all that and he'll still not stay. That one is for sure. You can do all that, but he'll still not stay. And I'm sure many of you guys who are watching this video can testify to that. You can do all that, clean, wash, I don't know, this, you can do all that and he will still not stay. But just treat him like a king by making him feel good, by encouraging him, by encouraging, I mean, where his weaknesses, just try to boost his weaknesses, just try to touch those things that you know, those topics that you know that he really likes, you know. Just encourage your man, guys, and like his happy place. So he's gonna crave, when he leaves, he's gonna crave to come back, you know. Just boost his self-esteem. The other tip I have for you is be his peace, be his happy place, be his paradise. By that I mean, you know, life has changed, you know, life has extremely changed, and many ladies have this imagination of thinking that if a guy loves you, he has to do this, he has to do he has to do this, he has to understand this, and he has to listen to you, and he has to get to listen to all your problems, and he has to do this and this and this. But let me tell you, life has changed. Life has changed. Men are no longer interested in that kind of a woman. Men are not interested in babies. They don't want to baby anybody. They want a relationship that they can be babied too, if you get what I mean. You know, because I think when you get to know somebody and they're attracted to you, and every time they come to you, they just have to listen to the kind of problems that you're going through. No, come on. Who wanna listen to negativity every time, every now and then? I mean, you, as a woman, you have your girlfriends. You can just tell them how so-and-so made you annoyed, how so-and-so just stressed you, how this situation stresses you. But that person, that open ear, should not necessarily be your boyfriend, should not necessarily be that man that you just met, you know. Just, I'm not saying you should never talk negative things with your man. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it can't be always just negative. Because most likely that guy is also going through some stuff. And if he comes to you and you guys are just talking about the negative he went through and the negative you went through, why is space for happiness? Why is space for happiness? Why is space to get to know each other? Why is space to develop feelings for each other? If I'm just, come on, I don't know how you guys are, but as for me, when something is stressing me, when I'm going through something, if I keep talking about it, it doesn't give me peace. It's always there. And because there are moments that you just want to switch off and you just don't want to think about this gully bullshit, or, you know, so you just want to forget it. Make sure that that time should be the time with your man. You just put everything else aside and think about the positive thing. Stay focused, make him feel good, make him feel comfortable, make him feel Just make him forget the world for a moment. Okay? Make him forget the world for a moment. Trust me, he's gonna look forward. He'll always look forward to come to that particular place that makes him feel good. All of us guys have our rough sides. We have our rough sides. You have a boss that is bothering you. You have a girlfriend that is gossiping about you. You have a business that is not necessarily working the way you want, the same thing, or you're struggling to get a job and all this kind of stuff. You know, don't forget that he might be going through the same thing. So when he comes to you and all you are doing is telling him how the day was rough, how your boss made you feel bad, how your girlfriend sent you this and this message, how she didn't show up for this lunch and so on, that's not a peaceful place. That's not a peaceful place. So I'm sure in you telling him about your day, in your day, there was something that was nice, that was positive, that was refreshing. Share that. Share that, please. Talk to him about that. Even talk to him about an outfit that you saw somewhere. But don't make him start thinking you want him to get you that outfit. No, or just talk about a movie. Talk about something else, but not the negative things. Be his positivity. Talk about the positive things. You being his paradise is you just letting him be himself. You know, let him be himself. You know, for example, I love going for dinners, those nice dinners, get dressed and just go somewhere and feel like a lady. But sometimes I have to think that is not necessarily all that my husband wanna do. You know, that is not always fun for him to sit in some fancy restaurant and just enjoy dinner. Sometimes he wants to do some rough stuff that I'm not actually a fan of it, but I even suggest these things, that we do these things because I know he will feel good and his day will be perfect. It will be paradise because that's what he likes doing. If your guy likes football or I don't know, tennis or whatever, then do that with him. Just suggest him that you go there. You can do that too sometimes. Not always. You know, there are those guys that they are totally fan of football and they always think when they get free they have to go watch some football. No, don't do that. That is not fair. That is not fair for you just to change completely and just be doing what he says. No, but I'm just saying, consider what he likes to. Some of us guys are super dominant that we don't even realize being dominant. And you know, it's good to rethink our character sometimes and just think, maybe I'm too much, maybe I can just back up, you know, because it's by nature. A man always wants to be on the top. A man wants to be the leader. A man wants to feel powerful. Power is very important to a man. And if he starts feeling like there's some possibility that he's losing his power around you because you're always on top, then I highly doubt he's gonna stay. But if you just let him be the man that he is, you know, by that I mean, you know, don't get this wrong. I didn't mean like he can command you, he can send you all over, he can do this. No, that is not what I mean. But what I mean is just sometimes let him even show you something. Even when you are cooking, you can just ask him to help you cut something, and then you say, you know, you can do that better than me. If it is opening a tin, if it is just carrying a shopping bag and things like that, you know, allow him to feel like a man. Another point, guys, and this one is very, very important, really strictly, strongly important. Please, this is very important. Be your man support system. Be your man support system. And this is why you have to be his support system. You know, my husband is a typical example of that. He will not necessarily tell you his weakness. He will not necessarily show you when he's vulnerable. He will not necessarily come to you and tell you what's bothering him. Guys, know that life has changed, has extremely changed in my country as well, and women always expect their man to be strong. The man has to be strong, and any man that is vulnerable is a weak man, and he can go out and you get another one. No, that is not how it goes, darling. No. That is not how it goes. Allow that man to be vulnerable around you, because if you don't do so, someone else will. Someone else will, and he will go. Just be his support system. Listen to him. Give him that feeling that he's free to talk with you about anything. Give him that feeling. Give him that feeling that he's allowed to be weak as well. Because you are also weak at times. You cry sometimes, and you expect him to give you a leaning shoulder. But why can't you do the same? Why can't you do the same? Why can't you listen to his vulnerability? Why can't you listen to his weaknesses? Why can't you listen to that particular topic that is stressing him at work? Why can't you listen to him telling you that deal went wrong and you're not going for this and this holiday this year, or you're not getting these shoes, or you are not getting this perfume, or you are not getting this and that because that deal went wrong? The moment he comes and says, oh, this deal went wrong, you turn your back and you are like, oh, this loser. And then you'll be so annoyed if he don't come back. You'll be so annoyed, and you say that, man, he left me, and you will start having a lot of negative topics about that guy. But you forget that you are actually the reason he didn't see the need to come again. Because, as I said, we all have those moments. We have very, very happy moments, and we have very sad moments. And if you cannot share that with your own partner, with who do you want to share? Who? Don't be that girl that is just seductive, that is just showing her sexy body, that is just going for those fancy dinners. Don't be that just slay queen that will never allow him to be vulnerable, that will never allow him to be broken. If being with you give him that room to be like that, trust me, he's gonna stay. By letting him be vulnerable around you does not mean when he, for example, let's just get real for a moment. When a man is vulnerable, most likely it always has got to do something to do with his job. So what you don't want to be is the answer giver. That is not your duty. That is not your work to tell him, do this, do this, do this. No. Because if you do that, he's gonna feel very small, and that is something that men don't like at all. They don't wanna feel that you know better, that you can better, because they will ask themselves, so why should I be with this kind of woman who actually knows better than me, does better than me, has better answers than me? Even if it's true, you don't have to show him. I just think so. Even if it's true, you don't have to show him that. So I just think that you can be his advisor, give him advice. But even before you go ahead giving him advice, just ask him, can I tell you something? Can I share this and this with you? I have this idea. What do you think about it? Let him make the final decision. Don't make the final decision for him. Ask for permission to give advice. Just don't go giving advice that are not maybe even welcome, that he doesn't even need, or he doesn't even want to listen, even though maybe he needs them. But when you ask, can I give you an advice? Can I give you a suggestion? You are welcoming him actually to open an ear and listen, and maybe think, does she have a point? Is that something that I could actually utilize? Or even sometimes you can direct him to the answers by asking questions. I mean, for example, you can ask him, did you think about this and this? did you think about maybe handling it like this and maybe not like this, you know? So he will be, you're opening room for him to think for himself. You are opening room for him to come to the answers by himself, and finally you will be empowering him, him feeling like a man. Don't walk away from him just because he was sad yesterday. Don't walk away from him because he just lose a deal. Don't walk away with him just because he lost his job. Don't walk away with him because things are not working the way you want them to work at the moment. Don't do that. Don't do that, because even if you go to the next relationship, you'll still experience the same difficulties. That's just life. That is part of life. And anything beyond that does not exist. If it does, tell me. The point that I want to talk about is, girlfriends, have a life. Have a life. Things have changed. Our grandmothers used to be home, take care of their kids, take care of the husband, take care of the cows, take care of the garden, and so on. That time is done. They were always at home when daddy came home. That time is up. That one does not exist anymore. If the guy calls you, can you meet? And you say, oh yes, we can. And the next day, can we meet? Oh yes, we can. Where are you? At home. What are you doing? I'm chilling. Do you want that kind of guy that is always available, that has got nothing to do with himself, is always waiting for your date? No, come on, you don't want that kind of a guy. So why do you want him to be? Why do you want to be like that? Have a life. And one extremely crazy things that we tend to do is, once you get in a relationship, you forget your friends. You forget your girlfriends. You don't have time for your girlfriends anymore. You don't even have time for family anymore. You don't have time for anybody. You just have time for that particular person. That is not how a relationship works. No, that is not how it works, because how about he walks away tomorrow? How about he decides this is not for me? And me, if I'm your girlfriend and you treat me like that yesterday simply because now you've met some guy, you no longer have time for me. And then when the guy is no longer there, you'll come back. I will not take you. I will just say, look, you show me your true colors. I'm only good when you are lonely. Don't be that kind of a girlfriend. So when you come to a relationship, don't forget yourself. Be a part of his life, but in a balanced way. In a balanced way. By that I mean, when he meets you with a life. He meets you with your girlfriends. He meets you with your hobbies. He meets you with your education. He meets you with your job. He meets you with your life, literally. So when he gets attracted to you, he is actually attracted not only to you physically, but actually to your whole environment. Otherwise, I don't think that if there's some stuff that he particularly don't like in your environment, that he will be attracted to you in the first place. So why give up all that? And then, yeah, I know. I think at the beginning, it might sound okay that you are no longer meeting your girlfriend so much, that you are no longer going to your sports, and that you're just trying to create a lot of time to be with him. But I don't think that's gonna last a lifetime. I just think with time, once you really get to know each other, he's gonna need his space too. You're gonna need your space, but you give up everything. So what will you do? What will you do? I just think it's important to keep your life, but let him be part of your life. I don't know if you can get it. I don't mean that you continue doing your hobbies as you did before, and then he always has to wait. You always have to say, okay, now from Monday to Friday, I don't have time for you. I have time for you on Saturday evening. No, if you do that, any man will get bored and look for a place that he's wanted. That is quite normal. Oh guys, that is pretty much it to this video. I have a lot of things that I could talk about, but then this video might never end. But I just think those are very important things. And yeah, you try utilize those tips, and then he's gonna get addicted to you, baby. He's gonna stay there and never leave. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. If you've come until here, don't forget to hit the notification button so that every time I upload, you get notified, and I don't necessarily have to remind you, and you can choose which video to watch from me, because if a notification comes with a topic that you're not interested, you can just skip, and if a topic comes that you're interested, then you can just watch. Until next time, I wish you a good one. Take care. Bye, guys.